I got yelled at recently for saying the word homeless. I was at a dinner party, and I said the word homeless. And this woman at the dinner party, she corrected me. She let me know that the preferred term now is unhoused. And the idea behind that is the word homeless puts the responsibility on the person who does not have a shelter. And the word unhoused puts the responsibility on the system that has failed to provide a shelter for that person. Right, yeah. And that little tweak in the language is meant to fix it. And maybe it will, right? Maybe it will. I don't know. It's worth a shot. Maybe it'll help a little bit. Maybe it'll help like how a toddler helps you move. Like it'll be that much, right? Like, you know, when like two people have a desk and the toddler's like, maybe. Or maybe sometimes problems seem so big and so unsolvable, and we feel so small and powerless in front of them that we will latch on to whatever tiny thing that we think we can control, and we'll hold on to that, right? Sometimes people are just like, oh man, this homeless issue, it's so bad. I feel so terrible for these people. I don't know how to help. I'm just one person. What do I do? I know what I'll do. I'll take this word that I just learned, and I'll find someone who hasn't learned it yet. And I'll bludgeon them over the head with it. And the reason why I said that word in the first place was because earlier that week, I had been having brunch out on a patio. And while I was having brunch, an unhoused man... Progress. An unhoused man walked up to that patio, dropped his pants, and started masturbating. And I was sitting there, face to face isn't the perfect word. Head to head, eye to eye. And I thought to myself in that moment, well, I'm not going to tell nobody about this. And so I was at this dinner party later that week, right? And the conversation reached a natural lull. And I saw my opening. So I cleared my throat and I said, I have something I'd like to discuss. And I told that story. And this woman, she corrected me, right? In front of everybody else, she corrected me. She said, I believe the word you're looking for is unhoused, okay? And also, I'm sorry, did this man's mental health crisis ruin your brunch? And I wanted everyone to think I was a good person, so I was like, no! No, it made my brunch better. It made it better. I ordered more food. I called my friends up. I was like, you gotta get down here. They're doing new stuff at brunch. But to be honest, yeah, ruined my brunch. And it wasn't because he was unhoused or homeless or whatever word you want to use. That had nothing to do with it. It could have been anyone. It could have been Guy Fieri jacking off at my brunch. Like, I love this place. I come here every time I'm in town. still would have ruined it. Because it was a guy jacking off at my brunch. And it ruined it for a couple of reasons, okay? The first reason is, I happen to believe that brunch is a lie. I do. I believe that brunch is a social construct made up by people who are too afraid to admit that they want to get hammered at breakfast. Some of us were doing that already. We didn't need a little portmanteau to justify our mid-morning alcoholism. And that's fine. I can participate in your charade. But I can't do that and think about the consequences of late-stage capitalism at the same time. All right? I can do brioche, or I could do Ronald Reagan got rid of our mental health care safety net in the early 1980s. This is where I have the trouble. And the other reason it ruined my brunch was because this man had a beautiful penis. Top notch. And it made me feel bad about my penis. His penis was glorious. It was beautiful. It was aesthetically pleasing, which for a penis is no guarantee. It was big, but not too big at all. It was plump. It was a plump erection. It was plump. Well, I'm only 39, but already when I get a boner, it's a real C- average, all right? Like, my penis has the energy of like an old British soldier saluting. Does that make sense? Like when I get a boner, it's like, hello, Lieutenant. Like, it's... Like, his penis was like a Marine on his third day. You know what I mean? It was like, yes, sir! Like it was ready for action. And so I brought this up at this party. And this woman, she corrected me. She got to have a little endorphin hit, right? She got to feel good about herself, like she was doing something, because she corrected the big dumb idiot who said the wrong word at the party. Even though in reality, she didn't do anything to actually help this guy out. But she still got a little endorphin hit, right? And I got my own little endorphin hit later on that evening, when I took each of the dinner party guests aside one by one. And was like, what the hell was that about, right? Okay. Calm down, Bernie Sanders. Jeez, right? But I'm an even bigger hypocrite than she is, right? Because I didn't do anything to help the guy either. Neither one of us did anything to help the guy, but at least I was there. I didn't even give him the rest of my French toast, which I did not finish. And what's terrible about that is there are people out there who have enough money and power and influence where they can actually help change these systems, but they remove themselves from it. They make it so they never have to see it. They never have to deal with the consequences of their actions, right? They're not at my brunch. They're not at my dinner parties. They're having their own dinner parties right on another side of town, behind gates and fences and security guards. And what's ironic about that is those rich, powerful people having their dinner parties up in their ivory towers, a lot of those people pay people to jack off in front of them. So we've got a problem, and we've got a solution. And if we could just figure out some way to get these guys to see eye to eye. And that's why I'm running for president.